Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Well, I got two articles that I would like to share with you here. One comes from Business Insider, and the other one comes from USA Today. And they are very relevant to the connection to see if it's still necessary to see the connection between the financial institutions and business interests and politics. And if you look at the definition of fascism, that's a big connection between this kind of economic interests and politics. They actually have to go together. So I don't know, just saying, pay attention, just read the definitions of words. They're very important. So here, the first one from Business Insider came out on May 3rd, 2022 by Harry Robertson. And this is the title. Russia avoids default at the last moment as a clearinghouse processes its dollar bond payments. Morality goes as far. It's like, I'm against crime, but then you say, wait, just a second. I still have to get some money from the criminal. Don't convict the guy. Don't, just let me get the money first, and then we see. So if Russia is so bad and evil and, all that, you still allow them to make their payments. You kick them out from SWIFT and other things and ban their oil and gas and all the resources, but calculated, moderately, little by little. We're 2 months already into this, 2 months and a half already, and we still have European countries getting fossil fuels deliveries from Russia, and I think still the United States gets some oil still from Russia. So let's go and see what's going on here. A clearinghouse processed Russian bond payments on Monday, a person familiar with the matter told Insider. Bloomberg reported investors had started to receive their money on Tuesday after a 29-day wait. Yeah, sure. They had to push some buttons. Hey, we need the money. Time out. Russia avoided an historic debt default at the last moment on Tuesday as the government's dollars bond payments worked their way through the global financial system. So it's not like the Russians don't want to pay that. So it's a default, not by choice, but it's actually a default that's going to be actually imposed by technicalities imposed by certain political players here. So an international clearinghouse processed the payment on Russia's 2020 and 2042 dollar-dominated bonds on Monday, a person familiar with the matter told Insider on Tuesday. Only a week ago, strategists, those are the experts, widely expected Russia to default. I didn't, but I had 50%, right? And they had 50%. But these experts seem to be a little bit more, gone. Uh, so they expected Russia to default on its foreign debt for the first time since 1918, when the communists said, you know what, I'm going to pay nothing here. Or anyway, then Russia. They expected the default to come Wednesday when a 30-day grace period on the 2022 and 2042 bonds is due to end. The U.S. Treasury moved in early April to block Russia from making dollar bond payments, using reserves of American banks in an effort to force Russia to drain its own reserves and to ramp up the procedure on the countries over its invasion to Ukraine. So moral things, okay. Yet Russia's finance ministry announced last week that it had made the $642 million of payments in dollars, and that the funds were with the paying agent, Citibank. Oh, so Citibank is the middleman here, right? Citibank. Citi declined to comment. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh my. Uh, Timothy Ash, an economist at Blue Bay Asset Management, said on Twitter on Tuesday that it was quote unquote, remarkable that Russia looked as though it had avoided a default. Market prices surged. A default was all but certain, suggested a default was all but certain in early April. Now, you don't know how things work. It's about money. They can kill mothers and fathers and dogs and birds. They will still get their money back. And once they get their money back, then they throw you in the garbage. Only then they say, in the gutter with you. We always disliked you, and what you did, it was so immoral, and we're very, very offended by that. But as of now, wait until I get my money, and then I'm going to condemn you. These weasels. So, however, the US Treasury could still prevent Russia payments from reaching investors. So you see, they still pull the plug on the good payer, but then you default by other people. So you're a good payer, they're a good payer, they want to pay, but they're not allowed. So this default should be, because of those guys. Here's the money, take it. No, I can't. All right, so it says here that the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control currently allows investors to receive sovereign payments from Russia under an exemption that is due to end on May 25th. Okay. This office is yet to say whether it will extend the deadline. Depends on how the payments. If the payments are done by then they're gonna, all right. Clearinghouses are financial institutions that effectively act as middlemen and ensure that parties are fulfilling their obligations. Good, very nice, very nice. So I know that the Western, the free world froze the dictator country, Russia. It's some assets, I think, worth about $700 billion or something like this in reserves for the countries. There's not Putin's, Lavrov, Peskov's, Zakharova's, or anybody's, Shoigu's wealth. That's the Russian reserve. I mean, yeah, we can say it's Putin's extra money for ice cream, but nevertheless, they froze that, so that means they seized it. It's mine, and we're gonna see what we do with this. That we decided your money, we will use it to pay for someone else that you have a problem scuffle with, So that's how it works. You have a problem with a neighbor and a third party that you lend that person some money and saying, I'm not gonna give you your money back. But you know what? I'm going to give the neighbor that you're fighting with, that I think you're wrong about it, I'm going to help him, for the destruction you cause him in your scuffle. What would you do? Look for that guy? I don't know, man. That's the way it goes. So Russia will not default as of now, but if these guys are just doing a technical fault, then yes, they're going to default. And what's going to be happening next? Nothing, because everybody knows it was not Russia's fault for not being a good payer. It's because these guys said, we're going to make you look like a bad, payer. But they know better, and they want their money. So who's going to say, I'm not going to take your money? Who's going to say that? Yeah, really? Well, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.